In this video, we will learn about using the standard namespace to print out something to our console. We can use std standard libraries cout object, for example, std, and we need to add these two column. And after that, we can use cout object and then our operators and then our string to write, such as hello world, and then semicolon. So over here, you need to note that we are adding std in front of cout. That means we are using cout object from the standard library. And now I'm going to use another end of line from the standard library and to print out a new line. If I want to print a new line after hello world, then I can use from std, then colon, and then end of line, and then semicolon. And after this, if I want to print hi there, so we can see it printed on next line. It's gonna be hi there. I'm just gonna save it and run it. And we'll also add system pause so our console don't exit. Pause. And then we can execute from execute, compile, and run in dev C++. You can see it printed hello world, and on the next line we printed hi there. So if we remove this end of line, these both will be printed on the same line, hello world and hi there. Let's see example of that too. So if I just comment this line, we will learn about comments in our other video. For now, I'm just gonna use this single line comment. It tells the compiler not to execute this code. So I'm just gonna save it again and run it. Compile and run. So if we remove that end of line, then our both string will be printed on same line, such as hello world and hi there. So I will uncomment this code now. Instead of writing std all the time with cout or others such as end of line, which belong to standard library, we can use using namespace std. This will tell the compiler that we will be using the entire standard namespace. So this way, these two objects from the standard library can be used without writing std : in front of cout and end of line. Let's try to use that. For example, if I write using namespace std, so we are declaring over here that we will be using cout and end of line from this standard library. I can remove this in front of cout from everywhere, and from end of line to in front of end of line. And now we can just save it and compile and run it again and see if it works the same way. You can see it worked. So this way is better if you don't want to keep writing std colon colon in front of this. And over here you can see it's hide there, and the other string, press any key to continue. If you want this line to be on the next one, then we can add end of line. Let's do that. You can also add this end of line inside a string, such as this, or you can just add this one on separate line, this statement. Let's try both. First I'm going to add inside a string and just save it, compile and run. I need to enter end the string over here and add the insertion operator, and then end of line on same line, and then just compile and run. And you can see over here it added the end of line or new line, and the press any keys on the separate line. So this way you can use on a same line with the string. If you want on separate line, you can do that too. After semicolon we can do cout and then end of line, and just save and run. The result will be the same. I need to close that console and just compile and run it again. And you can see the result is same. We can use, instead of this and line, the backslash n. They both are used as for new line. For example, over here we are using a new line character, is same as end of line that we used over here, end line. And now we can compile and run it again to check. You can see it added a new line because of using this new line character, backslash n. The use of n line is preferred to the use of backslash n because n line is adapted to the operating system in use, whereas backslash n as a new character might not work on different operating system or platforms. And if you want to use a tab, then you can use backslash t. Let's see example of it. Cout my first name is, and then we are going to use backslash t for a tab, and on next line it's not adding a next line, just a next line statement in our code. I will add my first name, same. I'm just adding some space in front of this. We don't need that. So however, after this, because we have tab for this, so I'm just going to compile and run it. First I need to close that console. Here this will be printed, this both line will be printed on same line because we have not added a new line character of or end line. So this will be printed on the same line, but after this string, my first name is, there will be a tab, and then after that will be a sim. Let's see. You can see over here it added that for \c the tab. So there's a space you can see over here. And if you want this press any key to continue, we can add on the separate line, we can add a new line after this. Let's do that too. Okay, I'm just going to add over here and line. So everything will look good. After this, you compile and run. So it's added a new line, and the press any key to continue is on separate line now. So in this video you will learn how to use namespace std and the keyword using, which help us to remove std in front of the standard library objects we are using in our code. So it make code more simple to read also and write too. To keep on learning, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep supporting me, and thank you for watching.